Hello, beautiful people. Some people have asked me to list out my typical regimen or routine that I try to do to remove or reduce this TMAO or whatever this is, fecal body odor, whatever that is that's causing me to smell bad. I've been doing this for a couple of months. I'm just going to get right into it. The first thing I do is I wake up at 4:45 in the morning. Not because there's not really a specific reason, but only because of work, because it's close to work. And I try to exercise early in the morning before anything else. I try to exercise early in the morning because if I try to exercise later in the afternoon, I never really feel like it. At the same time, exercising for me in my past experience has eliminated the odor because I sweat out the odor. I sweat it out. I've noticed in the past many of times when I never exercise, I get more reactions as opposed if I did exercise. So exercising to sweat out the odor is good. I use typically like dumbbells or something. I have some dumbbells. When I used to have a bike, I would bike. Since I don't have a bike now, I go running early in the morning. Also at 4:45 in the morning, most people are not out, so that's like the perfect time to actually do everything to sweat out the odor and smell bad because nobody's gonna really be up at 4:45 in the morning. So sweating to detoxify or get rid of this odor is good. Another method is possibly to, I don't know, if you have a sauna or you know a place where there is a sauna, you should also do that as well. After I'm done sweating out, did the exercise, took a bath, I'm clean, supposedly. I drink tea, and there's only two types of teas I drink. I drink oregano tea with like oregano oil, and I also drink sage tea. Now I drink oregano tea because there is some information that says oregano has like antibacterial properties, and I watched a video of a woman saying that she drinks oregano tea in order to cleanse or remove, or I guess be like a alternative to antibiotics to cleanse or get rid of the bad bacteria, or maybe even just to reset the gut. And I also use sage tea, but I use sage tea because I think sage tea has an astringent, and mainly I use it to like sweat less. I have a thing called hyperhidrosis. Basically that means you sweat excessively, you sweat more than a normal person, and having this odor and having an issue where you sweat excessively is a bad time. So I try to get rid of it. I try to use sage tea 1 week, and the other week I use oregano tea. So after I finish drinking tea, I try to just do intermittent fasting. I try to intermittent fast for the last several months. I intermittent fasted from 1 p.m. to 9 p.m. And the reason why I do intermittent fasting, because there's some information about fasting in general and how fasting triggers autophagy. Autophagy is pretty much the body cleaning out the damaged cells and replacing them with newer and fresher ones. Not only is it just regular cells, they also replace new cells within the immune system. So in other words, it improves your immune system, and I think that is really key for trying to fight whatever gut issue you might possibly have. So I also saw an article that was talking about if you fast for a couple of days straight, just a water fast, your body will start cleaning or cleansing out any type of bad bacteria within your immune system as well. I can't see myself fasting, just doing water fast. It seems a lot easier and manageable just to do intermittent fasting. That's why I stuck with intermittent fasting. So my typical meal for lunch, usually at somewhere around 1 p.m., would just be like an apple, a couple of carrots, and a veggie smoothie. I already talked about veggie smoothies a lot, but I can continue to go over the typical veggie smoothie I make. A lot of it has to do with collard greens, kale, not spinach. Sometimes I might add spinach, celery. I will definitely add psyllium husk. I would definitely add chia seeds for fiber. Sometimes I add some fruit, but not too much fruit. Cucumbers, and if I can't find cucumbers, it will probably be zucchini. So it will be this blend of vegetables with an apple and a couple of carrots for lunch. It's probably going to be around only like 300 calories at max. Now for dinner time, I pretty much eat the same thing almost every day. I actually eat, since I only eat pretty much lunch and dinner, I also use like the breakfast portion or things that people typically think is breakfast. I eat oatmeal a lot. So I eat like oatmeal, maybe 2/3 cups of oats with carrots, even though that sounds strange, oats and carrots, but I think it tastes pretty good. The carrots provide some crunch to the oatmeal, and then I put some blueberries or mixed some type of frozen berries. I would also sometimes put a banana, but I'm trying to remove bananas from my diet. Other things I would definitely do, I would eat like a big bowl of salad, which would include like spinach, cucumbers, tomatoes, what else, and bell peppers. And then I would definitely have like not a bag, but I would have sweet potatoes or just regular potatoes and mix them with frozen vegetables, which could be anything from broccoli to green beans to mixed veggies. There's like frozen packages from your local supermarket that has frozen mixed vegetables, and I just put them on, put some salt and pepper, and have at it. But the thing is now is I know the odor came back, and I'm thinking that the culprit is like beans, because I started putting beans within my salads or within my, I guess, potato dish. And I would also eat broccoli, and I will also eat other things. So now I'm trying to stay away from beans. I'm trying to stay away from broccoli. I'm trying to stay away from like other spices I typically put on my potato dish, because pretty much once I cook the potato, I just pour the vegetables on, I pour the beans on, and I salt and pepper it up. And that's what I do. And lastly, I want to talk about my routine. I sort of switch things up a little bit every other week. I would have, 1 week, I would include certain supplements, like I would include chlorophyll, I would include probiotics, and then the other week I would include just activated charcoal, and I would put that in my veggie smoothies. The reason why I don't include them all in 1 week is because I have this fear that I know with activated charcoal it traps or binds a lot of toxins, so it might bind any of the good properties of the probiotics. So I try to separate them from weeks and have them one week have chlorophyll, have probiotics, and the other week just have activated charcoal. But yeah, that's pretty much all I do. I'm sorry that it took so long to do this. Hopefully it comes out okay. But at the same time, I gotta be honest with you, pure transparency here. I've been getting reactions, but I think the reactions have to do with the foods I've been eating and my lack of staying on the diet or whatever. But yeah, that's about it. Salute.